Good morning. Welcome to the Community for Conscious Living weekly live broadcast. Today is Sunday, April 6th of 2025. The Community for Conscious Living is a community dedicated to personal transformation for universal harmony, healing the planet by making inspired changes in ourselves and in our daily lives that create a sustainable environment and a peaceful world. Today's opportunity for healing centers around that thing that so many of us get into where we're working so hard to prove ourselves that we work ourselves until we're exhausted and we're trying to take on the work of three people and we're still not getting the recognition that we need or the pay that we want or the appreciation or the support. And so what do? We work harder, right? We work harder and we try harder to prove ourselves, but it's not about proving because the proof is there. There's no lack of proof. There are other issues at play. Maybe it's the budget, maybe it's you don't fit into the club, which was certainly a big thing for me in my life. And or just something else going on there that is the reason you are not getting the support. So you know, that question arises, why do we stay? Why do we try harder to get the acceptance when it's not about us? It's really not about us. It's not about us, and then it is about us, right? Because what is the opportunity that's there for us? That is to recognize that no human being can determine our worth. If I am feeling like, oh my gosh, I've got to work harder to prove myself, where is my belief? My belief is centered around I'm not enough. I am not valued. I am not worthy. And therefore, I have to try harder rather than standing up and saying, oh, I am valued. I am worthy. Here are my terms. Are these going to be met? Or what do I need to do here? Right? No human being can determine your value or your worth. Only your source and you can do that. And so in today's meditation, I think you're really going to love this one. I'm going to read again, as I did last week, from Fauzia's book, Divine Names, the 99 Healing Names of the One Love. We're going to work with two divine names from this book. Both of them have letters and sounds in them that are not in the English language, in the English alphabet. So from my native English place, I'm going to do my best to pronounce them correctly. They are the divine names of Mu'ith, which is the one, it's the high self-esteem, and Mudil, which is the low self-esteem, right? One that grants honor and one that humiliates. And you think, gosh, why would we call on a divine power that is about low self-esteem? Because it is low self-esteem is what washes, it comes in and washes that place in us that believes it's about the self. And when I get into this reading here about Al Mudil, the low self-esteem, it is so absolutely beautiful. This really encompasses, you know how we say sometimes you can't go around it, you've got to go through it to get to the truth. And this one really embodies or encompasses that idea of going through it, going through the depths of the low self-esteem to get to the truth where there is no other but only the ocean of divine love, the ocean of your source that really fills you. And when you hit that place, it's like you come to that realization of everything else just lets go. Everything of yourself that you hold of the feelings of unworthiness, the feelings of not enoughness, all of that can dissolve into this ocean and you can be filled with that pure ocean of love, that pure ocean of truth that is the core of your being. It's the breath that breathes you. It's the fluids in your body. It is the water that fills you, right? You're 75% water. It's the ocean water of pure love, of your source, of the Most High, which fills you and really lifts you and raises you in a way that no one can take away from you. No one can touch. No one can negate. You realize it's not about you. It's about what source contains within you, the source that is contained within you, that is the pure love, the pure light, and that eternal compassion. And so let's go ahead and come into our meditation and healing circle, and we'll get started with that pure divine light, unconditional love, and eternal compassion. So let's come into our circle, sitting side by side, shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow, knee to knee, coming together as one. In the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate. And let's take a deep breath and settle in. Bring everything of your consciousness to center in your body and face forward. So just tune into your energy body. Gather all the parts of yourself. Breathe, inhale, and as you inhale, draw them into the vertical core of your body. And as you exhale, drop down, land into your hips, sit into your pelvic bowl, center at the very center of your sacral center, and lean into that space in front of your spine, that vertical core that runs along the center of your body. And in the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate, we call on you. We ask you to send your essence of your pure divine light. And imagine, perceive this pure divine light streaming into the space right in front of you. And this pure divine light, just let it shine on your skin and let that radiance of that light, let it travel through your pores, through your nervous system, all the way moving through your electrical system of your body, all the way through into the core of your body, filling your entire body with pure divine light. And as it travels all the way through your pathways of your nervous system into your core, just take a breath and feel that light as it enters through the top of your head, through the crown of your head at the very top, and it travels through your vertical core. It moves through that crown of your head, and it travels along the center of your body, halfway front to back and halfway side to side. And just let your focus kind of create a line or travel that line down the very center of your body. Just focusing on the pure divine light that runs through your center, through your head, through your throat, through your chest, through your mid diaphragm, your solar plexus center, through your abdominal space, and through your pelvic floor, that pillar of light that runs through your body. And as the light surrounds you, penetrates your skin, travels through your body all the way into your vertical core, and that light travels through your vertical core. The light from the inner meets the light from the outer. And as you inhale, draw your energy into that vertical core. And as you exhale, drop down and land into your hips, land into your pelvic bowl. Anchor into your sacral center and upright, like upright your body. Just imagine that the very crown of your head, at the top of your head, there's a string pulling you up, and let it elongate your spine and let your conscious body settle into that vertical core, sitting into your hips, really bringing your attention and your focus and your presence into your physical body. grounding into your body, centering in your body, and letting your whole body be filled with pure divine light. And again, together, let's call on our source. In the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate, we call on you. We ask you to send your essence of unconditional love. Just imagine this unconditional love, just filling the space around you like a gentle waterfall, a very pleasant, gentle waterfall raining on your skin. And let's bring some attention to the heart center. You can put your hands over the center of your chest. You feel that energy center at the very center of the palms of your hands, and it matches up and meets that energy center at the front of your chest. And bring your breath there into that space. Let your breath help to activate the flow of energy through your heart center. And as you inhale into that space and you feel your chest lift, just let that space be filled with this water of unconditional love. And as you exhale, just let yourself release any of the tension from your heart center. If that place feels like hardened, like it's got a shield around it, you can give some tapping at the center of your chest and all the way into that space up under your collarbones. And just loosening up this guarded shield at the front of the heart space, which is very common to have. It's a way we protect ourselves as we're moving through the world. And also a light feathering with your fingertips from the bottom of your ear down the sides of your neck to the top of your collarbones, and letting that gently drain that lymphatic system and release that stagnation from the neck and throat. And then tapping again up under the collarbones and down to the heart. And you can put your hands back over your heart space, breathing in that gentle water of unconditional love into your heart center. And as you exhale, releasing that tension and letting that space be saturated with the water of love. And if you can imagine your heart center, that funnel of energy at the front of your heart space, that subtle energy center, and imagine that being like a breathing portal. And as you inhale, just drink that water of unconditional love into your heart center. And as you drink that in, just let yourself, your conscious body, rest into that vertical core. And as you breathe that unconditional love into your body through your heart center, like drinking it in through the center of your chest, and let that gentle waterfall of unconditional love stream right into the center of your heart, like streaming into the center of your body through your heart. And as you lean into your vertical core, just receive it and let it shower over you as you stand in that center. Breathing in that unconditional love and let it just fill your heart space. Let that unconditional love flow in and fill your heart space. And let's make an invitation to the heart. Let the heart know we see you and we feel you. We are with you and we invite you to receive this love, this nurturing, loving kindness. I think our hearts are feeling a little weary, and it's understandable with everything that's been going on in our world, but the hearts are a little weary. Let's take a moment and witness whatever is moving through your heart. Yours may or may not fit that description. And be with what is, and let your heart receive this water of love and drink it in. Like the camel who's been through the desert and has not had any water to drink for a very long time, just let your heart drink and drink and drink of this water of pure divine love. And let this water of love wash and cleanse the heart. Quench the thirst of the heart. Nurture and provide for the heart. Invite the heart to be loved. Feel the love and be loved. And if your heart needs to make a sound to release some of the energy that it's holding, just let yourself make whatever sound you need to make from that space to release whatever might need to release. If your heart needs to cry, that's okay. Even if your heart needs to yell at God, that's okay. And let that love pour in. And let yourself be loved. And let yourself release whatever needs to release. In the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate, we call on you. We ask you to send your essence of your eternal compassion. So allow yourself to be surrounded and held in this snug womb of compassion. This eternal compassion is the compassion that is the womb that contains our entire existence. And in the microcosm of the macrocosm, it is the womb that holds and contains you. It holds you in compassion, in love and acceptance, in understanding, in nurturing. It sees you, it hears you, it knows you, it recognizes you, it acknowledges you, it affirms you, it holds you, it protects you, it keeps you connected and loved and safe. And let yourself be held in this womb of compassion. And invite your whole body to rest into this womb of compassion. With your body filled with pure divine light, saturated with unconditional love, and held in the eternal compassion. And breathe and receive, breathe and receive, breathe and receive. If there is a place in you that has felt like you are not seen and that you are not valued, just be present with that. Be present with that place in your heart. And if there is a place in you, a memory that lives in you, a feeling that lives in you, or perhaps this is your existence now, of working so hard and trying so hard to prove yourself and feeling like it's never enough. Just be present with that and to bring this pure divine light and unconditional love and the compassion, the eternal compassion to hold, surround, and nurture this place, to bring the witnessing to it, to see it, to hear it, to hold it, to love it, to acknowledge it, to affirm it, and to believe in it, to believe in the value that it holds, the worth, and allow it to be held. And allow it to be with its feelings. Like if this is a feeling that's coming up for you, allow yourself to not negate, right? Not to negate and tell it that it's wrong, but to be present with it. I'm going to read from Fauzia's book, as I said, from the divine name of Al-Mudil. Al-Mudil is the one of the lower self-esteem, the one who humiliates, right? And you think, why is there a divine power of God that humiliates? Humiliation is an experience that we have. And really, it's a power that's given only to God and not to other human beings. We don't give this power to others. It's something that is within. And I'll read about Al-Mudil. It says Al-Mu'iz and Al-Mudil. Al-Mu'iz is the one that is of the high self-esteem. Al-Mudil is of the low self-esteem. Are states we go through several times in one day in the form of high or low self-confidence, yet their absolute reality rests in the one, the divine. Honor and humiliation, praise and reprimand are situations that constantly recur in our lives. These experiences reflect in our relationships with other human beings. How do others see me? How am I being treated? Al-Mudil takes us to the deepest place, that's the lower self-esteem, takes us to the deepest place, those where the ego feels worthless and identifies itself with self-abasement. Where the ego feels worthless and identifies itself with self-abasement. Al-Mudil leads us to these abysses, where we fall on our knees and bow our heads deeply. It takes us where we feel useless, weak, and rejected by humankind. Al-Mudil tears open the limitations of the puddle we think we are and lets the water of the puddle be touched by the water of the ocean, the divine ocean. Soaked in the love of the ocean, we free ourselves from our human, limited representations of what is high and what is low, humiliating or honoring. A greater stability comes to be, and above all, we understand that in their deep meaning, all outer circumstances, whether they are perceived as being high or low, are but different ways of being held by God. So let yourself be with that place inside that has felt humiliated, debased, that has felt undervalued or devalued, that has felt unworthy or worthless. So let yourself be present with it, and we call on the divine power of Al-Mudil. And we call on it, we invoke it, we use Ya, Ya Mudil, and Ya opens us to receive. These divine powers are forces. They're forces in nature. In your body, because you have the breath of spirit in you that breathes you, that life force in you knows and recognizes this divine power. It's like the tuning fork. It's this vibration, this frequency of this divine power lives inside of you. And when we invoke it, call on it from our source, it comes and it taps the tuning fork and it awakens the vibration and the knowing and the meanings that are already present within you. And from your source, it surrounds you. So let it surround you and let it tap the knowing from within you. And let yourself be present with it as this quality comes through, washes the self-abasement of the ego, the worthlessness that the ego feels. Let it be washed. And let yourself just fall further inward into the depths of your own being. And as this ego is washed, let yourself fall further inward into the inner ocean. Let your heart call to your source. Let your heart call to your source. And let your heart just become a puddle that just pours out your cries and your pain to your source. Until your puddle meets the ocean. Ya Mudil, Ya Mudil, Ya Mudil, Ya Mudil. I'll tell you in Neil Douglas Clott's book, The Sufi Book of Life, for Ya Mudil, Al-Mudil, it says, when you are guided to this pathway, take the opportunity to acknowledge and include in your heart the place in you that feels weak, exhausted, divided, and overextended, low in self-esteem because you feel that you have to do it all. Right? So this is the place that feels that you have to do it all. that you have something to prove, it's overextending and overwork. It's overburdening yourself. It feels like there's no support and no help. Ya Mudil. Let this name come through, wash the ego, and take you into the depths of yourself, into that puddle, and all the way into the center of your chest, into the center of your heart, into the depths of your heart, as you cry out from your puddle self to your source, and let your drop of ocean, be met with the larger ocean and filled with the water of truth. Yamudil. Let yourself be filled with the water of truth. And let's bring in Yamuiz. Yamuiz. Al-Mu'iz is not opposed but complementary to Al-Mudil. Al-Mu'iz activates and connects us with the power that arises when we discover our true self, our eternal, immortal soul. By repeating these two divine names together, we can tear not only the dark veils of self-contempt, but also the dark veils of how we are seen by the world and by other people. When we recite Al-Mu'iz and Al-Mudil together, it is like the meeting of human imbalance and innate divine balance. So this is where human imbalance meets innate divine balance, both resting in the eternal ocean of divine love. Yamudil, Yamu'ez. 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 Let yourself release yourself from your own ego nature and dissolve into the ocean of love. Let yourself be filled. And as you rest into this ocean of love, let your consciousness be reprogrammed to know yourself. To know yourself as a being that is fueled and given life force and consciousness by your source. And as your source, the life force and the consciousness that lives through your body, it is the ocean of love that fills your body 75% water. That water, just imagine that water as the ocean of love that flows through your entire being. Ya mudil. Ya mu is. 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 And let this really anchor into the core of your body. You can upright that spine again and align your center of your body so that the center of your head is over the center of your heart, and that is over the center of your sacral. And feel that flow of light that goes through the center of your body, and let yourself lean into that, immerse into the ocean, and let this vibration move through your entire body, reprogramming. By reprogramming, it's erasing the code that says that you have to do it all yourself. It says that you're not worthy of support or help. It says that even when you do it all yourself and do the job of 3 people, you still aren't going to be appreciated or seen or valued or fairly compensated. Just let all of that come through, wash all of that, and feel this ocean of truth, the ocean of strength. Al-Mu'iz comes from the same root as the word Al-Aziz, which is the divine strength. Right? Like last week, we worked with the 2 divine names, Al-Qadir and Al-Muqtadir. The mu in front of the word, it's like the embodied element of it, where the source moves through you and meets with your ego nature and gives you the opportunity to really wash the ego nature and let the divine forces of source, the pure forces of source, live and move and breathe through you. Whereas Al-Aziz is that, just like Al-Qadr last week when we talked about Al-Qadr is the power that moves through all things. Al-Aziz is the strength, the divine strength that moves through all things, that moves through you as well. And Al-Mu'iz is where it meets with your ego nature, and where we get to experience that imbalance and the balance. And when we come into balance with the divine force, like Al-Aziz, the strength that moves through all things and also through you, it's where we have that opportunity to dissolve the ego and let the divine forces live and breathe and move and express through us in that perfect divine balance. Al-Mu'iz, Al-Mudil, Al-Mu'iz, Al-Mudil, Ya Aziz. And breathe with that. It gives us some time to really let that wash. Let it wash more and more of the ego. As you rest into the center of your body and allow yourself to be washed, allow your vibration to really be cleansed and your frequencies to come into balance and harmony within yourself. washing away any of those beliefs that you're alone and that, and let's take a moment for anyone who has ever like been a factor in your experience that caused you to believe or reinforced for you the belief that you have to do it all yourself and that you're still not worthy. I've got my own in there too. And let's just imagine all of those and the places that their memories attach within you. And let's just make that intention to pull all of those out of your body. And we can put them right into the center of our circle and call on our source, call on the unseen support team, the prophets, the saints, the angels, the healers, the helpers, the guides, the teachers, all who are here to support, as well as our ancestors, to support our healing and wholeness. And we just offer that up and ask for their help and support to release any of those threads or cords from your body, any of the particles from your body that hold that attachment, and let them go. Let them release from your body so that they have no hold on you, no influence over your beliefs in yourself. All of that, let that go. And for the beliefs that you've taken on as a result of their influence on you, so let those go as well. Let those be just reset out of as your vibration shifts, let those just waft out of your body. Let them be cleansed and purified and completely let go. And let yourself center on the ocean at the depths of your heart, where everything and all that matters is this ocean of love, the ocean of truth that exists at your core. It is the breath that breathes you, the life force that gives consciousness to your physical form, that which no human being can touch. Ya Mudio, Ya Muis, 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 Ya Mudio, Ya Muis. Let yourself rest into that core. Focus on the light. Focus on the ocean. Focus on your source. I'm going to call on the divine name of Al-Aziz. Al-Aziz, the divine strength. That existential divine strength that moves through all things. Ya Aziz. 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 Oh, just picked up Neil Douglas Klotz's book again, The Sufi Book of Life. And this is in the write up about al-Mu'iz, the high self-esteem. It says, perhaps life is showing you right now a face of the beloved, capital B, of your source, capital B, beloved, your source, reflected somewhere within, which feels greater than your small self or any part of it, and you cannot deny it. Or you are calling to the place deep within you that is ready to manifest this face in yourself. This is not your spirit of guidance, which is always connected to the one, but the most confident and faithful part of yourself, your inner self, the reflection of saving grace. This place in you also honors others. It doesn't have a Messiah complex because it feels the source of its own honor in the certainty of the one, of the divine. Always connected to the one, the most confident and faithful part of your inner self, the reflection of saving grace. Ya Mu'iz, 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 Ya Mu'iz. The divine force that honors, fills you with the high self-esteem, the high self-esteem that is not from your ego self, but from the highest source, the saving grace. And let your heart be filled with that. Let your conscious body merge with that. You be it and it be you. Let this vibration resonate through your whole core and through your whole body and into every cell of your body as every cell carries consciousness. Ya Mu'iz, Ya Mu'iz, Ya Mu'iz. And let's take a moment for gratitude. Let yourself feel the gratitude for what you have received. And I'm going to bring the call to a close and we can open for Q&A. If you're listening to the recording, you're invited to join us live on Sundays at 10 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. U.S. Pacific Time. You can find information for joining us live at communityforconsciousliving.com. communityforconsciousliving.com. Click on Join the Community. Sign up to receive the reminders and replays of this event. And when you do, you receive 2 free gifts. One is a one-sheet download that you can download. There's 10 spiritual principles of our human existence, a reminder of who and what we are, what this earth journey is about, and why we're here. The other is a 15-minute downloadable guided meditation that I hope you will download and make a part of your daily practice to help you to connect with that pure divine light, unconditional love, and eternal compassion that is the truth of who and what you are at the core of your being. And with that, I thank you very much for being here. Stay on for Q&A if you're on the line, and if you're not, join us next week.